Hello and welcome to Optimal Expression, where we embrace our greatest potential to manifest our wildest dreams. Good people, the week seemed to pass so quickly, and before you know it, Monday is upon us once again. And y'all know what we do on Mondays. Exactly. Manifest. Now, we manifest day in, day out, every moment, every winking second, you're manifesting. Okay? But we're just picking this day to consciously focus on our manifesting skills and to open up a conversation about our manifestation experiences. And I love sharing my experiences with you. I'm really hoping that some of my experiences can help you guys out. And maybe you can avoid the pitfall that I had to undergo, okay? Or should I say that I fell victim to, all right? That I'll be sharing with you in my story today. Because today, we're talking about what not to do, all right? I want to talk about some of the common mistakes people make when they are trying to manifest something consciously, okay? Now, keeping in mind, all right? And I don't want to recap every time. Please, if you haven't seen the previous videos, check them out because they build on one another, okay? But keeping in mind, okay, in the most general sense, thinking and feeling bring realization, okay? As you think and feel a certain way, your reality will reflect to you what you're thinking and feeling about yourself, about other people, about life in general, about everything. All right. And that's why it's very important to monitor what you're thinking and how you're feeling, because that is creating the next experience for yourself. And in a way, it's setting the course for your next destination. Is it going to be a beautiful paradise like Hawaii? Or is it going to be wretched, cold, and constant winter like Antarctica? Well, that's completely up to you. Completely up to you. And that's what you have to understand. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're manifesting, or the reason why they don't see results, is because they don't take full responsibility. Understand that you have the power to direct the course. You have the power to direct the destination of your life, okay? And it starts with what you believe about yourself, because everything is consciousness. Now, I talked a lot about the law of assumption in the past couple of videos, and I'm going to hint on it a little more today, okay? Because something you need to understand is whether you realize it or not, you are always assuming something. Pause for a moment and really contemplate what I'm saying to you. You are always assuming something. So ask yourself, what are you assuming about yourself right now? What are you assuming about your current life and circumstances? What are you assuming about your health, your love life, your finances? What are you assuming to be true? When we are using the law of assumption, we are going to assume whatever we deem the ideal outcome to be, regardless of what we see. Okay? Doesn't matter what you see today. If you continue to remain faithful to the assumption that you're holding in your mind and in your heart, to know and feel that something else is true, you will realize it. And that's what it's all about. Now, one of the biggest hiccups we make is sometimes we get caught up in the how. In our minds, it's hard to fathom how we can get from point A to point B, okay? Or how we can get from point A to point Z and we don't understand all of the points in between. What you need to understand is that's not your job. That's not your job. The truth of the matter is the infinite power of the universe knows the best course from point A to point Z. And all of the points in between is not your concern. You just need to focus on what Z looks like. What is Z for you? Keep that in your mind. Keep that in your heart. Focus on Z. Focus on what? One, become clear on what. Once you become clear on the what, do not worry about the how. Don't concern yourself with that. That's a mistake I've made quite a few times, okay? Another thing is to be careful of the inner conversation you're having, okay? You don't want to say that you're assuming something, but the conversation in your head is saying something else. When you catch yourself having those thoughts that don't align with what you're trying to manifest, you have to stop, pause, and change course. Insert a different thought. Do not talk about other people. I know that's going to be hard for some of us. Okay? But you can't say bad things about yourself and expect that things good are going to happen to you. Where is the universe don't work like that. The universe is cohesive. It's about alignment. You can't say bad things about yourself and think that good things are going to happen to you. No, things are going to happen in alignment with what you are saying about yourself. You cannot say bad things about other people and think that that's not going to have any effect on you. If you want to be in love, don't hate on people who are in love, right? Some people want love so bad they can't be happy for someone else who's in love. Oh, they all go get a room. Or they just try to find something negative with that relationship or whatever, right? If you want to be rich, don't hate on rich people, okay? Applaud their success. Be happy for them. And find out whatever you can about what they did to get there, all right? But don't say, oh, the rich people always running a racket or whatever. Do not speak ill of anyone and think that you're going to be blessed. Because when you think bad, you feel bad. You see, they align with one another. And when you feel bad, you're going to have some bad stuff coming your way. And you're going to have to deal with that. Then that's your karma that you just created for yourself. So just to do a quick recap, some of the mistakes people make when they're trying to manifest is one, they don't believe in themselves enough to know they have the power to direct the course of their lives. You do have the power. Two, sometimes people concentrate too much on the how. It's not your job. If you concentrate on the how, believe me, it's going to be a bad experience. Okay. Three, be conscious of your inner conversation. What are you saying to yourself about yourself? Do not speak ill of yourself and expect good things to happen. It doesn't work that way. Four, do not speak ill of other people and expect good things to happen for you. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. All right. Now, there's a whole bunch of other mistakes that you could make, and perhaps we will cover them somewhere down the line. All right. But I do want to share with you a story, and it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. So I have a love story for you of where I made the mistake of concentrating on how to get what I wanted. All right. And it didn't turn out in my favor. Okay. So I was in a situation where I had reconciled with someone. We still loved each other. We found our way back to one another. The love was still there, and our connection was stronger than ever. Unfortunately, by the time we had reconciled, there was a great distance between us. We lived in completely, totally different areas. So it wasn't as easy to pick up and be together the way we wanted to be together, okay? Now, we couldn't quite agree on how to bridge that gap. So what do? I'm going to manifest my love back to me. That's what I'm going to do, okay? And that's what I wanted. I wanted to manifest my love back to me. And I wanted us to be together. I wanted us to live together. I wanted to get rid of this gap in this distance. And I'm pretty good at manifesting, okay? So I was quite confident that I could do this, knowing that whatever I manifest will happen. So what did I do? Rather than focus on what I wanted, I focused on the how. So I didn't manifest. I didn't set my intention. And maybe intention is something I need to talk about more in future videos. I did not set my intention for the bridging of the gap, so to speak. I didn't set my intention on closing the gap or the distance, okay? I set my intention on their circumstances. So what I did was I manifested, and and when I say this out loud, I'm ashamed to say it, but I manifested financial hardship for that person. Feeling like if they fall on hard times financially, they'll have to come to me and we can be together. And do not try to manifest a positive circumstance with a negative intention. That was my mistake. I was focused on the how. And it was a mistake because guess what happened? As good at manifesting as I am, unfortunately, that person fell on financial hardship. She surely did. And as a result of that financial hardship, she was determined even more so to make it where she was. And she did not come towards me. Rather, she went into a line of business that drove us even further apart. Yeah. And guess what? We didn't get back together. And whatever little reconciliation we had before was over. Because now she was so focused on her finances and this new line of business that I didn't fit in the picture. Okay? I was focused on the how. I did receive what I set my intention to. Problem is, I set my intention on the wrong thing. Okay? So those of you trying to manifest love, just focus on the love. Do not focus on how that love is going to come about, because you could regret it. Definitely, I know I did for a long time. Okay? Well, hey, that's what I got for you this week. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you feel about all of this, okay? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all here next time on Optimal Expression. Peace and love.